Good morning from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Probably just had one of the roughest Airbnb experiences of my life. The place was 35 bucks a night, and that was certainly reflected in the price. I've got one more day on that reservation, but I'm not gonna use it. I caved in and booked myself a La Quinta tonight. I'm a firm believer in just because a place is cheap doesn't mean it has to be dirty. You can have a low price place that's, you know, still clean and doesn't have a mysterious smell floating around that I really can't identify. Was gonna start my walking tour of Sioux Falls, but it's still raining here, so we're gonna go to Plan B. Well, Plan B was getting a haircut, and I tried 3 different places. 2 didn't take walk-ins, 1 was cash only, but the guy didn't have an ATM. Tried to find an ATM, couldn't find an ATM, and now it's done raining. So, let's start the walking tour. I think you're supposed to be able to walk up this thing to get a better view of the falls. You know, nothing complements a beautiful, scenic waterfall quite like a Smithfield meat packing plant. That's America, baby. So next we'll do a little bit of this sculpture walk. So we're up here right now, and it's basically all these just fun, quirky sculptures they have going along their main road here. And if you want to buy any of them, they have the price listed next to all these. Needless to say, I will not be purchasing any, but we'll take a peek at some. We'll see what's cool. Everyone say bye to the meatpacking factory. Also, you can vote for your favorite statue on the walk. And the winner, I guess, every year gets a cash prize. So I'll see who gets my vote. Got our first sculpture here. It's called Three Amigos. Won't be getting my vote. I kind of like the abstract stuff where I don't really know what exactly I'm looking at. You know, it's just a bunch of like stuff thrown together and lots of colors, and it's kind of my thing. No offense against Three Amigos. Okay, we got number 2 here. It's called Flower Power. I think that must have something to do with like the gears here. Gears make power in like a generator, maybe. Flower power, I don't know. There's like over 60 of these sculptures. I'm gonna only start videoing ones I really like. It stopped raining and it's getting hot out. I gotta ditch this coat. Right, now we're talking. It's not an abstract piece, but like, come on, it's a dog playing a cello or whatever that is. It's hilarious. You know, it's a shame that one's actually not even part of the collection. You can't vote on it. I looked it up in the pamphlet. They have their little performing arts like half shell here, and I think that statue must have been purpose built because it's, you know, music related, so bummer. We're about halfway through the walk, and this is kind of the piece de résistance of the entire sculpture walk, which is the Arch of Dreams. What it is symbolic of is either side of the arch is your dreams, and in order to reach them, you have to take a leap of faith in the middle there. That's why they don't touch. But once again, that is a permanent structure. It's not for sale in the Sculpture Walk pamphlet, so the hunt continues. Also, if you're native to Sioux Falls and are watching this, it is the Arc of Dreams. I'm sorry, not the Arch of Dreams. Didn't mean to botch that. This one's called Aspire. I like this. This has got good color. This is sick. At first, I didn't even notice like the mother and child that are inside the sculpture there. That one's really cool. That one is called Nurturing, and it's 12 G's. I don't know if this is supposed to be part of the sculpture, but I kind of like that a sculpture named Red 40 has food next to it. Is Red 40 in ketchup? I don't know. Psychopath move to just leave an entire entree sitting like that. I'm just picturing like a movie scene. If I'm like a spy guy, like I just open this and I'm about to like take my first bite, and then I get like an urgent text that I'm needed for a mission, and I just have to go like, and then there's like a really dramatic pan out of the lunch just sitting there abandoned. I mean, why else would that be there? This is the kind of stuff that's up my alley. Man, it's another one that's not in the brochure though, so I can't vote on it. Well, my parking is about to run out, so we're gonna turn around. Unless there's something on the way back I see that I didn't notice before, I think Nurturing is gonna be the winner. Okay, yep, this one wins. I didn't see this the first time around. It's like a 4-sided Easter Island head, and I mean, that expression is just so stupid. I love it, I love it. And from the picture, it looks like it lights up at night. That's so fire. Man, if I had 10K lying around Steve Borms, you would have my business. Whoa. We're back in our noble steed, the Nissan Sentra. There's a cool cathedral I want to check out before lunch, so let's pop over there. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Any city you go to, don't sleep on its cathedral. They're always gorgeous. Okay, let's go get some lunch at the Blarney Stone. Solid lunch, had some cod. The bartender and another guy in there recommended I go check out this Japanese garden that was not on my list. So yeah, let's go check it out. Yeah, this is good stuff. We'll give this a Bosch. Let's go ahead. All good stuff, very zen. Okay, it's raining. Go, 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 go. Ran back to the car. Time for La Quinta. After last night, I have never been so happy to see a La Quinta in my entire life. Since I got such a crappy night of sleep last night, I'm just gonna take a real quick nap. We'll be right back. I'm up, going to a cocktail bar that is made out of an old bank vault called the Treasury. On to the next one. So this bar has a casino attached to it. It's all just VLTs, and these are all over the city. Not really a casino in the traditional sense, and frankly, I don't really trust those machines. I think they're kind of sketchy, so I'm gonna pass. I think I'm gonna go check out a brewery now. It is a Wednesday and no major sports are on, so the vibe's a little bit dead right now. This might be my last stop, we'll see. Free bingo. I had to step out real quick, so I just embarrassed myself big time in there. I completely forgot the rules of bingo. I thought it was just when you get 5 dots on your card in a line, whether it's vertical, horizontal, diagonal, that say bingo, you win. I didn't know that they were playing different formations there, which makes sense because it's going to be like a long night, so they want to shake it up, do different things. I didn't hear the DJ say we're playing an H formation, and I got 5 in a row on my bingo card, just like in a line. So I was like, bingo! And the DJ was like, really? The bartender had to tap me and be like, they're playing an H formation, and I just went, ugh. And then yeah, the whole place just started laughing at me. But I'm still playing. You know, I'm going right back in there. It's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up. So let's go win bingo. 3 hours later, yeah, I lost. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.